All right, here we go. This is Operation No Name, and we are in turn number 13 for the Commonwealth. All right, let's get to some tech. Couple of good techs. We're back up to 3 rolls. Actually, maybe for the first time in the game. And so we're going for ASW, which we could finish. Improve factories, which is stage 2, and amphibious doctrine, which is on stage 2. Could really use that ASW. And look at that, we got ASW, missed improved factories, and we got amphibious doctrine. So I will be on a +3 for all those stupid convoys that keep happening. Plus I get a shot back, I think. I think if I remember correctly, that's how it works. Actually, let me just double check because I can't remember exactly. Yeah, so ASW get +1 defending convoy roll. Submarines, rated convoy line. The defender gets a defending roll at 2 against each one, so an inherent escort. Naval transports now defend, and seaplanes on map get +2 attack bonus against submarines. That is good. That's what I need because I'm going to map some submarines. Let's go to our purchases. Lost a ton of money. We can only buy 5. No, I guess we do 6 units using the other, but it doesn't matter. We're only doing 4. So we're doing a militia upgrade, another militia upgrade, 2 marines, an infantry, and we're going to lend lease a transport plane to the French. The Anzac will buy a sub. I think that's all their money too. And then these guys will buy 2 Gurkhas and a militia, which should leave them with just $1 left. All right, let's get into some combat. So I already started to lay out this one. Hopefully I got all the dice right. So I'm going into West Germany. I've got 6 fighters. One's from London. I do have long-range aircraft. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the other 5 are from the Midlands. I'm grabbing 4 infantry that were all in the Midlands on these 2 transports right here. And then the entire fleet, first fleet, is going to go in there. They will be aided by this coastal defense ship that's going to force the strait. So he gets a roll at a 3 to see if he lives. And then these are bombarding. So I got battleship, battle cruiser, and 2 heavy cruisers bombarding. And then in the sea zone defending, I have all this stuff. Germany did choose to scramble their seaplane, and if they get a hit, they actually get the only viable target they have is the transports. So I believe they have to, or they do get to take a transport. A couple of air transports on the ground. You got a strat bomber and 5 elite airborne defending at 3 on the ground, medium bomber at 5, and then 3 fighters. So I really hope he doesn't get more than 2 hits because then it eats into my planes. Or if he does get the hits, let it be on the fighters with his fighters and not other stuff. Anyways, that's the first move. Second move is so now we get +2 when we come out here and go 1, 2. I said because I have long range aircraft and I have a seaplane hangar, it's 1, 2, 3, and I can map these ones here. The Americans on their turn will use their medium bomber to map these ones over here. The French fighter doesn't know what he's going to do. Okay, that's that stuff. I'm going to leave the little German militia alone. Over here, I do have a British seaplane. If I can get the right one. That's the American seaplane. Stay there. He'll come out and he'll try to raid $1 off the Italians again. Down here. Oops, I guess I did need to do. That's the French. I was trying to decide if I want to attack anything here or here. I don't think I do. Just going to hold the line. There's no units down here. Okay. I do have the little battle over here. So this destroyer is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and attack this Japanese destroyer. He will be assisted by a tactical bomber and a fighter out of Malay. And then the other fighter out of Malay is going to map the coastal sub over here. I don't think there's anything else in that sea zone. All this stuff is up here. And then that's a KMT attack. Okay. I think I'm good from there. Sorry, just double checking. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna not do anything there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The rest of it's non-combat. All right, let's start up here. I've got, yeah, I'll go around the horn. So starting from here, first we need to force this straight. Ah, you didn't make it. I don't want that die anymore. But that's not the one that really matters. The one that really matters is this seaplane right here. Whether or not he's going to hit a transport. He does not. So then I've got a ton of ships shooting back at him. Let me just get my 2 heavy cruisers first. That is a hit, so the seaplane's dead. All right, so the screening is successful. So first we start off with bombardments. So 4 for the battleship, 3 for the battlecruiser, and 2 for the heavy cruisers. Please give me a few. 1. Now I asked what plane he wanted first, but I didn't ask what units he wanted first, and he said he wanted the strat bomber before the medium bomber. I'm gonna assume, for the sake of his defense, he wants this one hit. Tell you what, I'll take an extra dude down here, and then we'll see if it even matters. Then I have 4 at 1, or sorry, at 2. Nothing. 6s and 9s. And then where the money shot is, if I can get 6 hits, I will be a happy man. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So it doesn't matter strat bomber would be dead anyways, so we'll say that he was the one that was dead first. So it's going to kill 1, 2, 3, 4 plus an airborne. All right, now is where I really don't want him to do well, though. 5 at 3. 2 hits, so it kills all my infantry. Oh well. This one's at a no, it's a medium bomber. It's at a 4. He misses. And then 3 fighters have to be taken on fighters. 1 hit, so we lose 1 fighter. Do I want to continue? Those are dead. And that's dead. I guess I don't continue because can't kill the airborne. I wish I could, but that's okay. So the planes, one of them will go on the carrier that's there, which acts like it's on map, so that'll be helpful. The other 4 go back to the 17th. This airborne will come out. Still got 2 dudes there. That's the Marine I built last turn. And these go back onto the carrier as well. Of course. Figure those out later. All right, now I got 2 planes that are going to map. And because they're mapping, they get a +2, if I remember correctly. Man, I didn't kill any of those elite airbornes. That stinks. Or the air transports. And I lost my coastal defense ship. How many fighters does he have left? 4. Plus the 1 up here. Okay, so I believe this is 2 at 5 for my map. Because I have ASW. Sorry, I know I just read it, but seaplanes on map get +2 attack bonus against submarines. So yeah, so 2 at 5. I needed that. Maybe I didn't want to do that. That's fine. All right. I kill 1. Gotta pick away at him somehow. All right, this stuff is done. Then coming around, so here, so I think it's still just a +1 for rating. So I get the 1 damage. So the Italians lose $1. Wish they were getting less than 14. And he needs to go back within his map range, so he'll go back to there. That's the French. Those are non-combats. All right, so here I've got a 7, a miss, a 6. Oh my gosh, and a 4. Oh, he's got a 4. Of course. Oh my gosh. I gotta press. I gotta do it again. 7. Now he's dead, and he rolls back and misses. Not a great trade. And then this fighter over here, try to map that guy. And misses, of course. All these planes go back to Malay. Because they, well, I guess the 2 of them that went the other way didn't need to. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to take this fighter over there too. Whoops. All right. Well, now I got to bring an extra ship. Out of the 4th Fleet. Oh gosh. Getting thin. Bring a heavy cruiser. Block them in again. So non-combat movements. Gonna move up here into Benares with everything we got there. And because they're blocked in so where they can't amphibiously assault around, I'll go ahead and rail an infantry up there too. And this fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4, will also go into Malay. Then from there, take 1 infantry here. Now we'll do, yeah, why not? Bring 1 infantry forward, leave 1 back. This transport is going to go 1, 2, 3, and go into port. And then, what does he have for planes? Seaplane, medium bomber, transport, and a fighter. That's it. So just medium bomber and 2 fighters. So this fleet is going to come out and it's going to get the fighter on it. So, believe. No, we won't do that. 1, 2, 3. This one will rail up. Now this air transport, believe it or not, because I have long-range aircraft, you can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's at an airbase. 6, 7, 8, because he's the airbase. He can get all the way back to the 17th. This damage is killing me. Bring the seaplanes back, which are much more effective now that we have ASW. Alright, that's it for the British, I believe. Yeah, they're fine. Alright, stuff. This transport plane will be delivered through the major port over here and supply path all the way up. The rest of the stuff, so remember 2 of these are militia upgrades. So that's this first one here. It's a militia and a militia upgrade that go in here to Gibraltar. We've got an infantry and 2 marines that are being built in London. And then we have another militia upgrade that is going to happen in I guess it was just home country. I feel like that was a waste. Let's make it Lower Egypt instead. So he goes down there. Back to 5 like it was before. And this infantry goes here and we kill the militia. Oh, whoops. This militia walks up. You see I had it marked. And gets back a buck from the Japanese. So Japan from 42 to 41, and Anzac from 6 to 7. I believe Anzac has their bonus again. Nope, this dude up here is still within 2 spaces. Okay. We have some stuff for this direction. I want the militia back here. The 2 Gurkhas can go anywhere bordering the Himalayas. So that will be here in Benares, since I owned it since the beginning of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then this sub goes over in Sydney. All right. Collecting money. The FEC saved 1, and they collect 7 plus their bonus they still have for Malay, so that's 9, so they finish with 10. The Anzac are back up to their full 7, yeah? Yeah, they're both a 7, but they do not have their bonus, so they just get the 7. And the British, they are sitting lovely at 27, plus their 5 in bonuses, plus still plenty of subs, so they finish with 32. I have to be careful when I'm doing these scores. If I type in a 0, then it stops recording. That's my quick button. Okay, that's them. Let's go to the French. They're going to buy themselves a cavalry. Which will go into their, once they finish their turn. Oops. But first, they're going to grab their transport plane and this airborne, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, and they're going to take Tunisia. And then the transport plane is going to go 1, 2, 3, back to where they were. So the French are on the move. They get $1, so now they're at $2, and Vichy's down to 5. And I just realized I screwed someone else up. That's okay. I'll fix it. The only other things they're going to do is this cavalry will go 1, 2 into here. This cavalry, motorized and mechanized, is going to go 1, 2 into here. We don't have a Vichy problem anymore. So we're going to get our infantry to walk this way. And then they will get their cavalry in a place they've owned since the beginning of their turn, which is there. We'll keep 1 infantry just for good measure. Oh, yeah. And then this destroyer is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he'll just hang out there. Because nobody can do anything to him. Alright, so I can receive I didn't have to take the transfer plane over here. I can receive Lend-Lease direct because the Vichy moved away. Okay. The French were at 2, so they collect, right? How did they have 3 before? No, they're at 3. No, they're at 2. They must have saved. All right, let's just jump right into the US and KMT and all those dudes. And this is what I realized. I was going to give them a medium tank. But instead they need an airborne. And I might have saved some money. Well, we'll still wait for these. So let's use you do the U.S. tech roll. So, oh my gosh, I got strategic rockets. And actually, care less about strategic rockets. Heavy bombers. That's what I really care about. Didn't get large ship. I got jet fighters though. Missed amphib and missed airborne. Not a bad roll. If I can just get these 4 finished before the end of the game, I will be happy. All right. So let's just jump over to the KMT. So they've got $7. They're going to buy a mountain and an infantry. That's all 7 of theirs. They have 1 attack. So they're going to come over here with their 3 fighters, which goes 1, 2, and they're going to port strike into Hong Kong. That lone transport that's by itself. There is AA shooting back. I really hope I don't get shot down. We'll see what happens. All right, so 3 shots at 6. Oops. I got him. And let's hope those are the only 3s or less as we get 3 AA shots back. And they were. Look at that. Super happy. All right, now we're going to take these. Those guys don't look nice. We're going to take these 3 infantry and walk over. We're going to take the entire 106th along with their 3 fighters and take it to Hunan. And I don't think they can reach me with anything except for 1 infantry and maybe some planes. Because 41st is in Hong Kong. 97th can't get there. Transports are stuck over here. I don't see any other transports besides the one I killed. This 1 infantry can get me. Collect 5, no Burma Road. And the 2 new units will go right into the land zone. I just moved the entire group to, so into there. Okay, and now they can receive Lend-Lease. They can actually receive it up through Kwangtung. Although I don't know if it has to stop when it arrives in Kwangtung. I'd much rather get it in Hunan. So how about let's not lend lease to them. All right, we didn't get large ship, right? Yeah, we did not. So we're not doing that. Ah, that's a bummer. Let me make sure I get it right then. Let's finish this one. I guess we will lend lease them at least in infantry. Sorry, I guess I got to think about this a little bit more now, since it completely changed what I wanted. No, I don't want a transporter. I want a destroyer. Maybe even two. All right. Heavy cruiser. All my ships are discounted. So heavy cruiser is 4, 8, 9, 10, 16, 26. Facilities are discounted. So that's only 7. So 33. That's only 2. 35. 2 subs is 45. A destroyer for 6 is 51. Transport for 6 is 57. 67. 70. 73. I still have $2 left. Instead of this, I will make it a marine. Okay. So that should be all 75. Grab an American roundel. Show the airfield's being built. And then we grab a construction. For the map. Okay. All right. My attacks. I am at war. I do have long-range aircraft. That's not going to help me. Sub base. These 2 coastal subs can move 2. These subs can move 3. 1, 2, 3. These battleships can move 2. Go into port. Nothing in the Pacific. I do have KW36v4 for now, because his capital ships are in the Indian Ocean, not in the Pacific Ocean. Just 2 left, though. I would need 4 if they were in the Pacific Ocean. I think I said when I did this attack, he chose not to scramble, so just making note of that. All right, up here. What do I want to do? I was hoping I'd take this, but if that's all we have for now, let's just go ahead and move our 5th fleet with the 1st fleet. I think that's strong enough that he can't take it, and all of his subs except for 1 are out of range. Oh yeah, I did say I was going to use this medium bomber to map. No, he can only map 2. That's right, he's not going to map, but he will suppress. Suppress those subs, so now I can shift stuff around. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, I missed a move as the British. Sorry, if you don't mind. This destroyer, we're supposed to come over here. But I will take one of those destroyers to replace it. These guys can move over. Okay. No, that transport did not want to go with the 5th Fleet. He wants to go 1, 2, 3 to go into port. And the one that's there is going to go 1, 2, 3 and go into port. And with him comes over these 2 guys. And we leave a destroyer in port. And then this one here will be my strategic naval move. 1, 2, 3, 4. To bring over these 2 infantry here. Actually, I think I can strategic naval move 4 units. It's 3 plus 1, and the plus 1 is for Sphere of Influence, which I do have. So instead of this one moving, instead of it moving 1, 2, 3 back, it'll strategic naval move all the way to here, I think. What is this seaplane gonna do? Not much down here. He'll move up to be with these guys. This militia will move up. Okay, I think that's it for the Americans, so it doesn't really have any impact on whatever the Italians were going to do. But we'll collect their money. They're at 63 plus 12 is 75. All right, and that is the end of the round. So, oh, the French. Shoot, I forgot the French have this dude here. He wanted to go 1, 2 and raid. Sorry, just a lot to remember. If you don't mind me doing it. He doesn't want to raid anywhere else because he doesn't want to get mapped. All the planes are in the 41st. But he can certainly raid on that 5 line right there. Oops. And he gets all 5. That's great. So damage. And they go down to 43. Okay, now I think it's the end. Now that I think I see all the stuff that I can and wanted to do.